Hi you guys, and today's lesson is going to be all about the tongue. And why the tongue? Because it's a very important component of your body that doesn't get a lot of attention most of the time. So some of you are using a tongue scraper, and the copper one I would say use killing bacteria is better, and the copper won't collect all that bacteria either. So this is a great tool for cleaning the tongue from the back forward, morning and night. But then I want to talk to you about tongue analysis. I want you to be able to look at your tongue every morning when you get up and see what's going on, because it would tell you a lot about what's happening inside of your body. As part of this education that we go through is knowing ourselves really well. And we need to know the inside of the body really well. And we do that by observing the skin, the eyes, and the tongue as well. So today the lesson is going to be about the tongue. So when you pull out your tongue in the morning and you look at it from the point of the back of the tongue is the intestines right down here. And as you come up the tongue, you're coming up the body all the way up to the throat, right? So you'll be able to see on each side of the tongue how the liver is, how the kidneys are, how the intestines are. And there's various ways you do this. You start to read it. So when we talk about Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, the air element, the fire element, and the earth element, we're reading what's happening on our tongue as well. So I'll explain. I want you to look at your tongue in the mirror after this video or at some point, and I want you to observe it. Observe it and just see, is it very pink and clean? And what's going on with it? First signs are when it has a coating on it. Now, if it has a coating on it all over the whole tongue, it means the body in general has some toxicity in it. Depending on the thickness of that coat, depends on how much toxicity is in the body. Generally, when you look at the back of the throat, you'll see the intestines in that area, big colon, small colon, and that's where you'll see a little bit more thicker coating, because that's where the waste goes out of the body. So generally, you should be seeing more coating there. And as you come up the body, up the tongue, all the way to the tip, you should be seeing less toxicity. Now, coating can also happen because you've drunk some milk the night before, you've created some mucus in the body. It can be because of those things as well. So it doesn't mean that you have, crazy toxins in your body and you need to start cleansing straight away. It's just getting to know yourself really well. And the back of the tongue is the intestines. As you come up, you'll start to get into the stomach area and the heart area, all the way up to here and the throat. So we don't see the head on the tongue, but we will see different sides of the body as well. So the point we want to focus on is intestines at the back of the tongue, the middle of the tongue where the stomach is, and then the heart, because these are the organs that get more toxicity basically, because the heart is running all the clean blood out of the heart through the arteries, and then unclean blood is coming back in for cleaning. So the body's doing a lot of different toxic cleaning, if you like, cleansing, and we need to know what's happening. Then we want to see if there's any coating or anything going on in the stomach area, sort of the middle of the tongue. If there is, then we know we have some digestive issues. Now, most of you do have some digestive issues, so some of these can be indigestion, acidity, heartburn, acid reflux and things like that. So you have to look out for those things, and the stomach area will tell you if that's happening. And then also in the heart area, if there's any kind of strain, any kind of pressure, and you're feeling some pain, you're going through some breakups, you're going through different heartaches and those kind of things, you haven't been thinking compassionately, or others haven't been compassionate to you, you might start to see some lines down the tongue in the front, and that will indicate some heart pain issues as well. Again, it doesn't mean you have heart condition or anything, but it does mean there's some pressure there. Generally, any lines going across the tongue, lots of them, kind of grooves. That means vata, the air element, is a bit expressing itself too much, let's say, within the colon area. That's when you got the lines all over the tongue. And for that, you got to start to use the sight and get the vata issue down, and you do that through bringing kapha, the earth element, up, and you'll find all of this information on the site. And then if you see any ridges along the outside of your tongue in the front, that means you're not absorbing your food very well. So for this, you have to start correcting the digestion so that food can go out of the stomach into the small intestines, where we absorb the food back into the blood. That's the main point, and that's where we want to get rid of those ridges. They're like teeth marks. They look like teeth marks. If you have any spots, if you've been eating too many sour foods, things like that, you get those spots or those little grooves going on as well. But keep looking at your tongue. There's much more to know about it. Understand the different areas of it, see what's going on with it, and then keep an eye on it every morning to see, oh, I didn't eat the night before, let me look at my tongue. You should see that it's a little bit clearer. I ate late the night before, my tongue is a little bit more coated. So start to get used to all these different symptoms of the tongue, so you can just get used to saying, oh, how is the inside of my body? And does it need any help? Okay, hope that helps you. Namaste.